Welcome back. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phone with Mr. Rami Samir, the tourism expert. Good afternoon, Mr. Samir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
How are you, sir? Mr. Samir, could you give us an idea about the importance of the yacht tourism in Egypt and its importance, of course?
For sure, it's very important. It's one of the most important kinds of tourism all over the whole world. It's one of the most luxurious and most expensive tourism industries in the whole world. It's very important to concentrate on that, especially in that time that we are passing through. I mean the COVID problem and the Corona pandemic. And that's why it's very important to concentrate on different solutions and different alternatives for different occasions that we are facing, untraditional solutions for untraditional situations in which we are put in.
Yes, so Mr. Samir, what are the elements needed for the yacht tourism?
We need to revise everything that is implemented nowadays. For instance, we have a lot of permissions that should be issued in a correct way. This means that we have to facilitate the different procedures. It's not the usual kind of tourism nowadays. It's a special kind of tourism, a special situation we have to deal especially with. We have to set different rules that facilitate the tourism. Yachting tourism is very important nowadays, especially in Corona time. That's why we have to give all the capabilities, facilitate all the permissions, widen our airports and our marines, and we have to think also of different kind of untraditional tourism nowadays. For instance, not only the yachting tourism, but also private airplane tourism, private caravans tourism. This also should be added also as well. All that kind of special tourism should be thought of, and I'm sure that we can do that, and it's the time and correct way of thinking to concentrate upon these elements nowadays, and it's a very praised direction that we are going through nowadays, and we have to think this way, untraditional solutions for untraditional situations as previously.
Yes, so Mr. Samir, what are the most famous and suitable places very well known for the shipping or the yacht tourism in Egypt?
We have a lot of, for instance, so many cities will benefit a lot from that kind of tourism. By the way, we have yachting tourism in Egypt, but it's not that wide, and that's why it's a very good idea to widen it nowadays. But already Alexandria is receiving a lot of yachts throughout the years. Also Port Said and Alamein and Marsa Matruh, all these cities will benefit a lot of that, and we have to think in a comparative way. This means that we have to think of the other countries that are dealing with this yachting tourism industry, like Spain, for instance, is very specialized in, like Greece, for instance, Cyprus. All those countries are very expert in that field, and we have to get benefit of their experience as well, widening our marines, facilitating the different permissions as previously said, and giving all possibilities and facilities to the yachts and to the new tourism that we are promising, that we are aspiring nowadays.
Yes, so you've just mentioned two countries who are role model in the yachting tourism. So could you name more? Could you name more countries?
Those are the most important countries in our areas. But all the countries that are on the marines are participating in such worldly tourism all over the whole world. But in our area, those are our competitors. Those are the three models that we have to pay attention to. But any other country that is on the Mediterranean Sea, on the different, for instance, the Caribbean, this is very important, but this is very far away. The Caribbean yachting tourism is very famous worldwide. But when we compare, we should compare with something that is in our situation, that's near us, near to us, that we are dealing with. So we can get interest of their experience, and we can get use of their previous experience in that field. And those are the three countries that we have to think of.
Yes, Mr. Samir, years and years ago, Egypt has witnessed the establishment of championships and competitions concerning the sports or the tourism of yachting in Egypt, and we saw several competitions and championships that were held, for example, in the North Coast.
Yes, that's true, and we have to concentrate about these competitions, and we have to set competitions. We have set new competitions for yachting tourism all over the whole world, and we have to attract with our advertisements these countries to come and participate in our competitions, and we have to be creative, not only imitating the countries that we have previously mentioned, but also initiating and starting new programs that we create ourselves so that we can create new type of tourism and new aspects of tourism by our competitions, by our different tours that are specially prepared for such new events. If we think of that, we can do it, and all the problem is just to sit and to determine, and we need just an administration to guide us and to lead us and to direct us in that.
Yes, I thank you very much for your valuable information, Mr. Rami Samir, the tourism expert. Thank you for joining us over the phone in this program, Cairo Local Time. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and I'm going to be back with you.